Alright, it is Friday, November 7th, 2025. And let's see. My day went like this. From midnight to 2 a.m., I watched YouTube videos. And then at 2 a.m., I went to bed. Then I slept until 1:30 p.m. and I was going to go and look after my stepdad, but I got a text from my mother telling me that they were out driving together, and so I didn't have to go into the house and look after Joe at that time, so I just went back to bed and slept until 3:40. Then I got up, went into the house, and Mom and Joe were in there. So I visited with them for a little while. My mom had brought me a foot-long chicken and cheese sub sandwich. So I ate that. That was like my breakfast or dinner. I guess you could call it like a dinner because it was like 3:45 when I started eating it. So it was like between lunch and dinner, so it was like dinner. I don't even know if that's a thing, but anyway, so I ate that sandwich and that was pretty good. And then my mom, she left at around 4:30 to go get a massage. So from 4:30 to 6 o'clock, I stayed in the house in the living room with my stepdad and visited with him. And we watched The Office together. My mom has this little iPad or something. It's like an iPad. It isn't an iPad, but it's like a similar device to an iPad. So I turned that on, and me and Joe, we watched The Office for like 2 hours until Mom got back from her massage. And then, let's see, she got back at around like 6:15, and she opened up The Office, The Office in the House, not The Office television show, but we've got an office in the house where she was keeping the cats. So she opened up the office and let the cats out. And they were running around the house having a good time. They're just kittens right now, so they're always playing with each other. So they got to run around the house and play with each other, and I played with them a little bit. I picked them up and held them and gave them some pets. And yeah, then I visited for a little while. I visited with Mom and Joe for about an hour. Then about 7:30, I went back out to the garage, which is where I am now, in my room in the garage. My garage is separate from the house. They're two separate buildings. The house is one building and the garage is another building, so I go out to the garage and sleep out there. There's a nice big room out here that I sleep in. And I spend my nights out here. I don't really do much of anything out here, really. I spend the day in the house with Joe, looking after Joe, because he needs to be looked after, because he's a 90-year-old man, and he has dementia, and he could barely walk. So, if he falls down, he's in trouble, so I have to be there to make sure that he doesn't, hurt himself, fall down or something like that. So anyway, that's what I do throughout the day, and then in the afternoons or at nighttime, at around, between like 7 or 8 o'clock, I come out to the garage and I relax. I usually just sort of watch YouTube videos until, 2 a.m., and then I go to bed. So anyway, so so tonight at around 7:30, I came out to the garage and I just watched YouTube videos pretty much. Just I watch YouTube and I watch Twitch. Sometimes I'll play a video game. I've got a Nintendo Switch and I've got some games that I like to play, like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I like to play that game, and I got Mario Kart, and so I'll spend some time playing some video games sometimes, but really most of the time I just sort of get in bed and watch YouTube videos. And yeah, so that's what I did tonight. And yeah, so it's around 11 o'clock right now. On 11:09, so I'm just going to be up for another 3 hours watching YouTube videos, and then I'll go to bed. So yeah, nothing really different from yesterday. Yesterday was pretty much the same as today, and tomorrow's going to be pretty much the same as today, and yeah, so nothing different, not too interesting, not very interesting, but that's just the way it is, so. Okay, anyway. See you later.